Hi, this is Sherry Veronica. This guy here is Raheem Lewis. He's 31 years old, okay? I don't know if the sun is in his eyes and that's the way his face is, or if he's smiling like the biggest grin. But this is the story. Man on suspended sentence, jailed for robbery. So he was pardoned in a way by the court, and no sooner than 2 months after he had his suspended sentence, he's back. He showed up in the court again, and he is out of 8th Avenue, New Orleans, in the city, and he actually admitted to robbing Jonathan Holder of $180. Now, this is Jonathan Holder's account of what happened. It was after midnight, 12:30 a.m. that Holder was walking his bicycle. Was he walking with his bicycle? Oh, but they have walking his bicycle along Walron Street on his way to White Park Road, and he felt someone tug at the back of his shirt. Somebody's telling me you're talking about me. The person that tugged on his shirt said, somebody tell me you're talking about me, like he's talking his name. So the complainant turned around. But you would think that if you're walking at 12:30 a.m., that's the wee hours of the morning, if you're walking and someone tug at your shirt, even before they're able to complete a sentence, since he had a bike, you would think that the bike would have been wrapped around his neck. I mean, lovingly, it would be wrapped around whoever tugged on your shirt at that time in the morning. No one's supposed to be tugging on you that time in the morning, but okay, let's continue. So he said that he looked around and the guy Raheem Lewis, had a knife. He was armed with a knife. And then he told Raheem told Jonathan Holder, give me every effing thing you got, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to do this to you, I'm going to do that to you. So the two of them started to scuffle, during which Lewis reached into Holder's pocket and took out the money. They started to scuffle, and he just reached in. He didn't rip the pocket open or whatever. He just reached into the complainant's pocket and took out his money just so. So Holder is, during that time, demanded his money back, and it seems as though Raheem Lewis told him, well, if you don't get from in front of me, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it. All long talk, cussing. So Lewis had 17 previous convictions. He's a recidivist. He is the way he is. Okay? He is the way he is. No change. No changing. No change. He's good. That is who he is. If you do that, if you can go out and rob someone, it is who you are. A lot of people can't do that, cannot do that. A lot of people cannot wake up out of their bed in the wee hours of the morning, dressed in black or whatever camouflage you have to use, go out there, if they see someone, trap them, rob them, and then tell them off because the person wants their money back. If you are doing something like that, or if you've ever done anything like that, that is who you are. It is who you are, okay? So, this is what, he has 17 convictions, and then this is what he's telling the court. So this first part was what Jonathan, the guy who filed the complaint, this is what he said, that he was out walking his bike and someone tugged on his shirt, and he had a real slow reaction to it because the person was able to get off like sentences without him doing anything. Okay, then he saw a knife, and then there was a little scuffle. So this is Lewis now, the guy that is a recidivist. This is his take on it, that he said that he wanted the complainant to stop following him. Now up here, Holder is saying that Lewis was following him. Here, Lewis is saying that it was Holder that was following him. It just flipped, okay? The script has been flipped, okay? So he was walking, and I look back. This is the guy that was sentenced. He was walking and he looked back. He sees somebody that he recognized, the person. He tells them to stop following him, and he cursing and carry on bad. That's what he's saying. He said he pulled his knife, meaning Jonathan. So he pulled his knife too. Okay, so Jonathan pulled out a knife, so Raheem pulled out his knife too. And then he's saying that Jonathan came close to him and holding on to it. What the crap? And he held on to, like, to the hugger? To the hugger? I really like you, but I don't know if you like me too. And don't stab me. We're just gonna hold on to each other here. I have $180 in my pocket. You want it? Yeah, I could do it. I could do some money right now. I see you too, and I like you. And then, what? What is this? No joke, no nothing. Like, he was, two of them came close to each other and hold on to me, and I held on to him. And words exchanged. So what were the words? We are in love. We are in love. That's okay. You joke me first, and I'll joke you after. So just in case anybody see us like this, they would know that we were actually, like, googling each other, and we were expressing our love for each other. So no, don't joke me, because I want to go to the hospital. You may joke me too hard. Well, let's not joke at each other. Let's just, you could take the money, and we could meet back up here tomorrow. Blah blah blah. I walking my bike, got the bike on the side. I don't want the bike to be a witness to none of this, because you're walking your bike. You can't be too good in your head. And 12:30 in the morning, you walking a bike. They say you're walking with a bike. You're walking your bike. Your bike, will need to exercise. You're walking your bike, and you meet up with this guy that pulled you pulled your shirt, and you had a slow reaction. That guy got like 2 sentences off without a friendly reminder from the bike that you just don't be pulling on people. You just don't come up behind people and be tugging at them at that time in the morning. So these guys, one pull out a knife, they said, the other one pull out a knife, and then they're all hooked up to each other. All hooked up, lovey-dovey. He held on to me. He came close to me and hold on to me. And I held on to him too. We all held on to each other. It's crazy. It's a crazy story. But this is in your paper. This is in your paper. Okay? So when you're thinking you're gonna read, so I read this part. I'm thinking I'm gonna hear, well, I had to go to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital. And he went to the Queen Elizabeth Hospital, and we're not gonna make sure that we don't see each other again because it's bad. No, she asked him. Magistrate Alison Burt says, "Well, why didn't you go over the other side of the road?" And he said, "Well, that's a longer way." Is this crazy story or what? Is this the craziest story you've read in the nation or not? Okay, so he's gonna spend 2 months in prison to run consecutive. That's the least they could do. If I had seen the word concurrently, that would have been like, what? So it's consecutively because he had breached what they did with him before. Why did they even give him a suspended sentence? Raheem is going to be Raheem. It's who he is. It is who he is. If anyone among you ever violated someone, you know what violate me when I say it, right? S-A. That is who you are. It's not an accident. It's not an accident. It's not a one-off thing. It's not a one-off thing. It's who you are. It's who you are. There's certain things that you do in this life, that shows the world who you are. And you're going to have to come back. You're gonna have to come back. You're gonna have to live a life that you wouldn't have done something like that. And if you're coming back, and you're doing things like that, you are an earth demon. You are an earth demon, and you like it here. You like it here. There's some people that you will hear. I've heard it with my own ears. I've heard it with my own eyes because you're watching the lips. The person is talking, and you're looking at their lips, and they're saying, "Oh, I love being black. I love being from the West Indies. I love being from Barbados. I love being from slavery. My ancestors were slaves, and I'm good. I'm so happy that they had me from the barns, and all that incestuous behavior is all in me. I love it. People say the craziest things. People say the craziest things. But when you hear someone saying that they like being a member of the transatlantic slave trade, when you hear someone say that they love that is a means of them getting in here, they just wanted to be in hell, they just want to be here, you know who they are. You know, they're telling you who they are. If they like the fact that that was their beginnings, they like the fact that they're poor, they like the fact that they have 7 kids from 7 different guys, don't know their names, you call him big guy, you call him big boy, you call him this, you call him that, you don't know his real name. If that is what they're doing here, and they like it, they don't say anything wrong. They do not see anything wrong. They have never, ever once gone to a clean mirror and looked into that mirror. They've never said, mirror, mirror on the wall, who is the biggest of them all? They've never said that. Who is the biggest MF of them all? Just look at yourself in a mirror. You've never done it. You like it here. You like it here. If you like earth, if in your quiet moment, if in a moment of clarity, every now and again, it happens that you have a moment of clarity, you can sit in that moment of clarity and say, I like it here. I like earth. I have no problem. I like everything about earth. You are a demon. You are a demon. Okay? So he was Raheem Lewis, Raheem Jaque, J-A-Q-U-E, Jaque Lewis. He's 31 years old, and with what he's doing, you're gonna think he could have a come to Jesus moment. I know you're gonna say, oh, he could change. No. There's no come to know Jesus moment. Jaque is who he is. Raheem is who he is. Lewis is who he is. It is who he is. He belongs to the earth. Okay, he belongs to the earth. Okay? Can I get an amen? This is Sherry Veronica.
Help me spread the word about Naked Departure via social media. Subscribe and share to show support and love for our channels.